Hey everybody, I'm Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. We're at Winter NAMM 2014, talking to the famous Buzz Feiten, inventor of the tempered tuning system used on so many guitars, but now you got your own guitar line you started, I don't know, about a year ago?
Yeah, about a year ago. I got really lucky and we kind of assembled a team of people that sort of believed in the idea of a player, truly a player-made guitar. I've had the good fortune of, been doing this for a really long time, over 40 years as a professional guitarist, and, with a lot of very well-known people and in a lot of different situations on stage and in the studio. And over those 40 years, I kind of just developed a lot of, opinions and ideas and mostly just experience as far as what works and what doesn't work in the real world. So these guitars were designed from my experience, not from a theoretical perspective, right? So anyway, I'd like to just take a second and kind of run you through. This is a Signature Elite, which is our top-of-the-line Buzz Feiten model. We have 5 models, starting with the T Pro. We have what's called a Classic Pro, which is sort of a cappuccino version with a sugar pine top and a Rosewood Neck. We've got the Blues Pro, which has been featured in a lot of our advertising, which is, just what it says. It's kind of for the blues player. And then we have the Elite Pro, which is a Swamp Ash top, and that's a great all-around guitar. It kind of does everything. If I had to grab one guitar, I might grab the Elite Pro. And then we have the top of the line, which is this is the Rosewood Neck version of the Signature Elite. And it's got some special features which nobody has seen before. The first of which is our own custom machine brass saddles, bridge saddles, which is my design. And the thing that makes them different is if you look at it, you can see it from the side. It's kind of designed with a slightly larger diameter saddle than a standard. And also the arms that extend back are machined flat on the top, so the player that wants to rest their hand, it gives it a nice stable surface to rest your hand on while you're playing.
Now, what is the reasoning for the larger diameter saddles? Do you feel like that gives a better break angle on the string?
More mass, but it's a fine line. Like my opinion is that the standard Tele bridge saddles are a little bit too large of a diameter, and that gives them a certain string tension because it's a little bit of a stiffer feel than I prefer. So I use a combination of a bridge, top-loading bridge. There's no string through, so it gives it a nice shallow break angle over the saddle, which gives it a very easy to bend strings. And also the larger diameter saddles gives the saddle more mass, transmits vibration to the base plate more efficiently.
Now tell us about the electronics. They're pretty unique.
Yeah, the electronics are really cool. For a long time I've been using a circuit that I developed for a bridge humbucking because I was always looking for that sound that didn't sound like a humbucking. I wanted something more transparent, more airy. So if you notice, the pole pieces are facing the neck. They're flipped around. And that's because I measured the distance between a Telecaster saddle and the pole piece and tried to duplicate that distance. And in combination with that, I used an angled pickup ring. And that puts the screw closer to the string than the rear coil. So you can see, this is like, that sounds more like a single coil than like a humbucking. It's not as dark, right? Now,
and these pickups are of your own design?
Yes, they're my own design. And I'm really proud of them. We get a lot of rave reviews about our pickups. They're warm, they're Alnico 5, they're just gorgeous. They're very warm pickups. I tend towards warm.
Going for sort of a vintage sound.
Vintage sound. But this is the cool part about it. This mini toggle switch is actually a series pedal switch. It's not a coil splitter, so you never get that single coil hum. Right? Now the circuit that I designed rolls off the excess high end. So if you listen to the high end content of both settings, like, stays the same. There's no sudden high end bump, right? So or in series, a little more meaty, more beef to it. So that's a feature that a lot of players just love because it gets them two really usable, great sounds out of one pickup. Now the other unique part about this guitar is it's got a 4-way switch, so it's bridge, neck, and now that's the neck pickup. Right? Now the 4th position is both pickups in series, so it's like this kind of huge acoustic-y sound. It's great for slide players, people, or jazz players, you know. Anyway.
Sounds really nice. I should mention we're actually hearing it through an Oxygen 18-watt amp.
Yeah, just awesome amplifiers. You know, we got lucky and ended up next to Oxygen booth at the NAMM show here, and I'm just loving their amps. They're just fabulous. So.
Sweet. Now, okay, so back to the guitar. Anything else you want to say about the circuit? Or are we pretty much done with that?
Yeah, we're pretty much done with that. I try to keep the design of these guitars dead simple. Dead simple. And there's no push-pull pots. There's no exotic things. I want to be able to reach down without looking at the guitar and be able to do all the switching I need to do. Because on stage, you don't have time to be looking for a push-pull pot, you know.
Now, okay, a couple more questions.
Sure.
You mentioned that the fretboard is rosewood. What are the other woods?
The other woods, we have a rosewood fretboard and a maple fretboard.
How about on this one?
On the tops, this particular one has it's an alder core. All the guitars have an alder core, and there's a 3/16 top on all of our guitars, even the ones that are a solid color. You can't see it. So, for instance, the T Pro has a spruce top. The Classic Pro has a sugar pine top. The Elite Pro has an ash top, and both the Blues Pro and Signature Elite have maple tops.
So this is a maple top here.
Yeah, it's a maple top.
All right, last question. Does it go without saying that all your guitars feature your tuning system?
Actually, the guitars do not have what's commonly known as a Buzz Feiten tuning system. It has a different method of which I've developed since I developed the tuning system, which relocates the nut, you know, similar to the old system, but it allows a player to tune to a normal tuner, just standard tuning. So you don't have to tune differently than you normally would, and that's the benefit of it. And
more user friendly.
I'm sorry.
More user friendly.
Way more user friendly, and it's very intuitive. The system on these guitars is very intuitive. You can tune the harmonics. You know, everything is like.
So what's the main difference between the quote-unquote Buzz Feiten tuning system and what you're doing on these?
The main difference is that the Buzz Feiten tuning system required the use of a pitch offset formula. So each string had to be tuned, open string, to a different pitch other than 0. And these guitars, that's not true. You just tune them all to 0.
Okay. Now how much is this going for?
The list on this is $4,200. The map price, I think, is around $32,000, if I'm not mistaken. Map is around $3,200.
Okay, now where can people go online to find out more about it, all your stuff?
Just visit BuzzFeitenGuitars.com. Not BuzzFeiten.com, but BuzzFeitenGuitars.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Buzz.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. Thanks for watching.